back to ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we are going to be looking at, for the first time, a new brand. That's right. I have never done a shoe on K-Swiss. And so we are going to be looking at this trio that was launched with K-Swiss and the Girl Scouts on the new Court 66. Stay tuned.
See your eyes in every stranger. I replay the way that we were till I'm high. No, it's not right. I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. I miss you kissing me like you used to, like only you do. You know the good things are never as good as the bad, and your love is better than anything I've ever had. Oh, I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. I know you're gone, and you probably just forgot me. Yeah, you're moving on, but I can't let go.
Welcome back, everyone, to another unboxing and review. If you're new to my channel, be sure to smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up at the end if you enjoyed it. Also, feel free to leave me any comments or questions down below if you have any. Also, hit that notification bell because we have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you guys to miss out on. As well as be sure to hit that join button. We have a ton of membership perks that you guys are not going to want to miss out on, as well as our new Shade merch store. We've got some great items in there that you guys are going to absolutely fall in love with, so be sure to check that out when you get a chance. So as mentioned earlier, this is my first time doing a K-Swiss video, and I'm so excited because this is their Girl Scout collab, and I was a Girl Scout and a Brownie when I was a little girl. Little backstory real quick, I gotta give it to you before we get into the shoes. But I remember I was at YMCA and I was playing on the playground, and I literally walked into the cafeteria because these little girls were making banana splits. So I just literally blended in and sat at the table with them and pretended that I fit in perfectly with them so I could make a banana split as well. As I was about to take that first bite of that banana split, this guy taps on my shoulder and he's like, "Hi, who are you?" And I was like, "My name's Marissa." And he's just like, "Ah, interesting. You're new here. Would you like to become a brownie?" And I was just like, "Does it mean I get to eat a banana split?" He was just like, "Yes, and you get a patch for it." So of course, why not? When my grandma came to pick me up, I introduced that camp counselor, or I guess my brownie leader at the time, Randy, to my grandmother, and that's how I started into becoming a brownie. And then of course I did cross that bridge. Top sales cookie seller at the time. I sold hundreds and hundreds of boxes of cookies, but nowadays girls are getting way cooler gifts than what I got when I was younger. But I absolutely loved being a Girl Scout. I loved being a brownie. I learned so much, and every patch had a meaning to it. So that is why I'm so excited to talk about these three shoes, because it really takes me back, brings me back to the flavor of each of these cookies, how many boxes I probably endured throughout my lifetime. They're so delicious and so addicting. So this is literally going to be a treat, this video. So first we're gonna go through each shoe individually and go through the overview on them, followed by sizing. This was a new silhouette that I haven't tried out before. So definitely an important section is going to be the sizing section for you guys, because it will be very helpful if you are new to the K-Swiss brand and you have not tried the Court 66 new silhouette out. Then we are going to talk about styling. Let me tell you, these were some exciting shoes to style. Look how fun the prints are. I don't have a lot of shoes in my collection that have these crazy fun prints, so I literally went all out with these. I had such a fun time styling each of them. So I can't wait to get to that section. We're then going to conclude with a little sock styling section. You guys know that I am now really getting into details on how I style my sneakers. And so I can't wait to show you how much fun I had styling these with different socks. So let's get into the overview. I don't even know which one to start with. I have the cookie boxes out here because I think it's very important for you guys to actually be able to see the cookie box versus like how they did the packaging on these. This is one of the coolest packaging I've ever seen, honestly, because it literally looks identical to the cookie box. Actually, at the end of this, I'm going to show you guys a frame with the cookie boxes next to the boxes so that you can see each one, so you can actually believe what I'm talking about. But the boxes literally look exactly like the cookie box itself. So starting with the Thin Mints, this is one of my favorite cookies. It is a classic, one of the top sellers, at least during my time. I'm sure it still is to this day. But the Girl Scouts have been around since back in 1912, which is insane. And cookie season is literally the prime season for every Girl Scout. You look forward to it, and you know, you get a lot of patches during that time. So Thin Mints was definitely a shoe that I was most excited about because it's one of my favorite flavors. And looking at this shoe, starting from the toe box, we have this smooth premium suede going on, and it is literally this cool mint colorway. I am in love with this cool mint. It is such a cool shade. I actually don't really have a shoe in the shade, so this is probably, out of the three, my favorite shade, just because it's so classic. I feel like it's going to go with a lot of different things. It has the perfect cool mint laces to match that suede. When we move up the tongue, you'll see that there's also still more of that minty fresh suede going up. And then at the top of the tongue, we have this chocolatey coloring scheme with K-Swiss emblem on the front there. And it literally looks like it's good enough to eat. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of ice cream too, like mint chocolate chip, but this is absolutely delectable. So let's look at some of the details on this, and we will get to the rest of the shoe. Side panels. So we have the trifle on the side, which is known to the Girl Scouts here. Oh, it's so soft and fuzzy. I can keep petting these. It's both on the medial and lateral side, and then the rest of the medial and lateral sides are just perfectly filled in with more of that mint green cool tone to it. As we wrap around to the back, we have the Girl Scouts on the back with their emblem and more of that chocolatey brown color scheme on the heel. Moving to the inside of the shoe, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the shoe, and it's this custom cookie pattern that we have going on. It's literally pieces of the mint cookies, the Thin Mint cookies, but it actually looks like they took a bite out of it because they're not perfectly circular. So that's even a nice touch there. And when we go into the insole as well, it matches the inside of the collar, the inside of the tongue perfectly, again, with those kind of bitten Thin Mint cookies with the Girl Scout logo on the inside. Then when we move to the bottom, we finish and complete the shoe off with just a simple white midsole, which I think just really clenches the deal for this shoe. It's so crisp, adding to, you know, really making this colorway of this cool mint just really pop with that chocolate tone. The three colors are just amazing together. And the outsole, of course, is white as well with that K-Swiss emblem on the bottom. So definitely they did an amazing job on really showing what a Thin Mint would look like if it was a shoe. right, now moving on to my favorite cookie, which is the Samoa. But on this box, I guess, you know, there's different names for this. So this one is the coconut caramel. There's like a little fuzzy already on it. I absolutely love the like coconutty textured suede that you see on here. So on the front of the toe box, you've got that suede that's fuzzy, and it literally resembles the coconut on the cookie. It is so cool. They did such a good job with this just texture. Oh, it's so beautiful. Then we move up and we've got some purple laces, which really stand out. Obviously there's this beautiful purple box that they've packaged it perfectly in. And then again, at the top of the tongue, we've got the purple as well to accent it with that K-Swiss emblem. Then when we move to the side of the shoe, we've got this stripe pattern going on, and that is actually to resemble the chocolate drizzle on the cookie. Like, how perfect is that? All right, so now let's take a closer look at those details and we will finish off the shoe. Move to the back of the shoe, we've got again some nice purple leather going on here that says Girl Scouts with the emblem, and literally they did such a great job with these coconut caramel cookies on the inside. I mean, it is identical. These ones don't have any bites on them though, so it looks like no one took a little bite out of them, but they just really pop off of that purple so nicely. The insole's got those Samoa coconut caramel cookies as well on the inside, and there are some additional laces I forgot to mention also with the Thin Mints, but you can have the purple laces or this nice kind of caramel color. And I love the tips as well on the laces. They've got some brown tips on here as well as the purple. Those are tipped as well in purple. And then the Thin Mints actually have an additional lace as well in the white color with the brown tips. You guys know how I feel about extra laces. I love me some extra laces. So anytime you give me an option to switch up my lace game, I am all about it. So last but not least are the trifles. These are probably one of the most simplistic cookies, but this is actually the emblem you see on each of the shoes on the medial and lateral sides. And this is just the traditional shortbread cookie, but I love it so much. It's always been one of my favorites, and it's always been a very big time top seller for me, at least when I was a Brownie and Girl Scout. So on this option, we see tan and blue accents going on throughout the shoe. Again, we have that nice leather going on here and the suede and this just beautiful simple tan. This is going to go with actually a lot of pieces just because of how neutral this tan is. When we move up the toe box again, we've got more of that suede, and this time a pop of this bright blue that matches the box perfectly with the white K-Swiss emblem going on there, and some more eyelets with those just simple blue accents. Then we've got again the trifle signature pattern on the medial and lateral side of the shoe. So let's take a closer look at those few pieces. off the shoe, we wrap around, and again, we've got the Girl Scouts on the back there. And then we've got some cookies, the custom cookie print, but this time in the shortbread cookie pattern. And it just works so well with that blue print. I mean, that tan just really pops off of it. So I do like this blue and tan that they put together. And you also have some blue accents on the eyelets and the option to use blue laces. These are just beautiful. I love the pop of color. I love that you can kind of switch it up if you think this is too neutral. Why not spice it up and add some extra blue laces to really make these shoes pop even more. All right, so let's talk about sizing. This was my first time fitting for the shoe. I got it in a size 9, and I would say that these do run a tad bit large. So I would recommend sizing half a size down. Again, I do have narrow, very high arch feet. So depending on your shoe shape, your foot shape, it will depend on what shoe size will fit best for you. But definitely in my opinion, I would go half a size down with this one. Oh my goodness, I really wish I had these shoes when I was a Brownie or a Girl Scout. I would have died. I would have wanted every single one of these. So I just want to go back in time with all 3 of these shoes so I could like show them off to all my other Brownie girlfriends. Oh, I miss them all so much. I wonder what they're doing in life now. All right, so now let's move into the styling section. I had so much fun styling these shoes. So for the first look, we'll start actually with Thin Mint shoes and how I styled these. So I did one outfit for each shoe. For the Thin Mints, I really wanted to pull from the chocolate tones in this. And so I wore this plaid chocolate trench coat, which I think really matched it to a T. I layered that with just a gray turtleneck sweater underneath. I think grays really go well with this just fresh, cool, minty tone. And then I had some just light denim that I paired for my bottoms. I think that that was just a nice casual look, very comfy and perfect for, you know, this kind of weird season we're going through in New York where it's like 60s to 50s. But I did love how these kind of were the statement piece in that look.
All the good vibes running through my mind. Nothing can stop me, I'm on a high. All the good vibes running through my mind. All the good vibes running through my mind. Positive feeling is on rewind. All the good vibes running through my mind. Baby, I feel it. Don't stop me now, yeah, yeah. Baby, I feel it. Baby, I feel it. Don't stop me now, yeah, yeah. Baby,
For the second look for the Samoas, now this was a fun coloring scheme. I love this coconutty caramel theme with the purple. So I definitely wanted to like bring some pieces in my outfit with the same tones. So I wore an awake denim jacket, which kind of has patchwork all over it. It's got a lot of patterns, but it's got a lot of colors. There's pinks, there's reds. The awake is actually in this kind of coconut caramel tone. And I wore just a basic white tee under that with some nice just tailor fit khaki pants. And the khaki tones, I think, just fit so well and played off the colors in the shoe for that second look.
baby, I feel all the good vibes running through my mind. See it, if you're feeling alright. To love it and live it your life. See it, if you're feeling alright. See it, if you're feeling alright. Just love it and live it your life. Smile like an emoji. Smile like an emoji. No more drama, I'm living high. Oh, don't you get my vibe? No more drama, I'm living high. No more drama.
For the last and final look on the shortbread cookie version with this tan and blue hue, I wanted to wear just something very simple and neutral, just like the shoe. So I wore a just simple, comfy a hooded sweatshirt dress in gray and just tied a sweater around that just to give it a nice simplistic, you know, casual look.
No more drama, I'm living high. I'm taking it easy, I simplify. No more drama, I'm living high. Baby, I feel it. Don't stop me now, yeah, yeah. Baby, I feel it. Baby, I feel it. Don't stop me now, yeah, yeah. Baby, I feel it. All the good vibes running through my mind. See it, feeling alright. To love it and live it your life. See it, if you're feeling alright.
So you guys let me know out of the three, what was your favorite down below? What's your favorite shoe? Now we're going to talk about sock styling. All right, so starting with the Thin Mints, I decided to go with just a simple gray color and tone for the socks that go past the ankles. And these are the Tabby Toe socks by Tabio. Tabio is an amazing brand. They are a Japanese sock brand. They make amazing socks. So I went with their kind of collection to pair with the K-Swiss shoes. But I thought that these were just so cute with the ruffles at the top as well, just nice and dainty. But I think that the gray just really played well with the gray sweater I was wearing and just goes so well with the mint and chocolate coloring scheme of this shoe. For the second shoe, for the coconut caramels, I decided to spice it up a little bit and do these glittery bronzy socks. This really just worked, in my opinion, off of this coconut caramel color. And so I decided to just kind of make it more fun by using a glitter print sock. And these were just really cool and metallic-y, really brought some vibrance to the shoe. For the third and final shoe, the Shortbreads, I decided to go with kind of a knee-high sock, but these were more of like this red kind of clay color tone. It really just popped so well off of these shoes. I mean, it really brought the blue out and it just worked so well with the tan hues in this shoe as well. So that was just kind of, I feel like, the brighter sock play that I got to play with on this one. So you guys let me know out of the three socks what you liked the best pairing wise, or let me know how you would use your sock game to pair with these shoes.
I exhale all the bullshit of my life. Yeah. I inhale all the love that I can find. Yeah. I am not the same no more. Nothing even matters like it did before. I'm brand new, like a breakthrough. I'm brand new, I'm telling I'm telling you. Brand new, brand new me. I'm brand new. Brand new me. Like a breakthrough. Brand new me. I'm brand new. Brand new.
All right, you guys, thanks so much again for tuning in to another one of my unboxings and reviews. If you're new to the channel, do not forget to smash that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up at the end. Feel free to leave me any comments or questions down below, as well as hit me in that notification bell because we have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you guys to miss out on, as well as check out our join button. We've got a ton of membership perks you guys are not going to want to miss out on, as well as that merch store. So we are actually going to be going live with K-Swiss on their Instagram next week, so stay tuned for more details on that. But it is very exciting. I cannot wait to explore more sneakers with them and styling with them. We are going to have so much fun, so I can't wait for the Shade community to join me over there as well. So this is it for this video. Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. We will catch you all in the next video.